Hey there, I'm Justin.
I'm Leah.
And we want to know,
when was the last time you did something for the first time?
We got invited by our friend Sunday to spend Chinese New Year's with her family, and we did something that we would never do in America. We said yes without putting her through the Inquisition.
Who's coming? What are we doing? When is it? Who are you with?
How much is it going to cost? What do we need to bring? We just said yes and we rolled with it. So we've been picked up, and at this point, all that we know is that we're going camping.
We thought that we were either going to be in a tent or a cabin.
So that man is rip-roaring us up the mountain to get us to the destination first. So we walk into the space, and I'm thinking this size of building, this must be where we sign in for the campground. And you pay and you sign up, and then you put the license plate of your car down, and then you go to your camping space. But when we walked in, we realized this was the cabin.
This place was amazing. It was absolutely beautiful. This place is like a mini hotel. Really simple setup. It has a place to sleep too. Has a fan to keep you cool in the summer. Places for you to store your personal belongings. And then it's just room after room after room. This is me and Justin's room. Here's our bag. We'll unpack our stuff in a minute. But let me show you the view from my window. Isn't that gorgeous? Something called it camping.
This is what we Americans would call glamping.
Glamorous camping. I didn't know if we were going to be sharing this space. I didn't know if it was an open space that other people were coming into because there were multiple rooms.
But when we came out of the room and walked back to the front door, that's when we saw the squad.
Let us explain who the squad is.
All of Sunday's family. Who runs 25 plus deep at a family event?
Wait a minute. We do that in the States.
Okay.
We do have 25 people gather for like New Year's and Thanksgiving.
Maybe. But you don't have people spending 3 days with you. Say the Johnsons get together once every 3 to 5 years, get matching t-shirts printed up, say Johnson Family Reunion. That's gonna be a lot of people. And we were strangers on top of that.
No one wants strangers in their house.
Someone's grandma or auntie's gonna come up to you and go, "Hey baby, did you get enough to eat? You good? You want another piece of pie before you go?"
Yeah.
And then you hear it, "Oh, before you go." Now that's your cue to get up and get out and get gone. Now that we have another one of our questions answered, who's gonna be there, we've come to find out the whole squad's coming, 25 plus. And I think, okay, so what are we gonna do? And Sunday said, don't worry about it, we have excursions. That's an adventure outside of the campground. That's us having an itinerary, things to see and things to do.
And they hit the ground running, didn't they?
Drop the bags.
Drop the bags.
Let's go. Here's the squad piling into 6 different cars. How do you coordinate a 6-car caravan?
Yeah, who's making these decisions?
Who decided where we were going? Who's the lead vehicle? We were guests. We didn't care. We decided to go. I decided to go. The 6 different cars taking a caravan to this indigenous community's village where we're gonna go take a stroll. I just know in America, I don't think this would happen that easily.
First of all, 25 people are not all going to agree to go to one spot.
Bro, how did that happen?
Yeah.
How did we agree on one location? We don't do that in American families. There's going to be an adventure here, an adventure there, an adventure over there.
Yes.
We just went to the river because I walked to the river and the kids followed and then everyone else followed. And we had a good time down at the river. Lots of pictures taken, lots of stones thrown, and then we actually got to see the side of the dam.
How was that, by the way?
Beautiful.
I think even in America, if we all went to the same spot, we would still be venturing off.
Yeah.
One family would be going one way and another would be going another. But one of the excursions that I did go on that I would never do in America is when we went walking at night through the other campsites. The squad decides at the last minute after dinner.
No preparation.
Yeah, no.
They're like, I'm still finishing food, and they're like, come on, let's go. I'm like, where are we going?
We are cutting through people's tents, people's campsites, what we would consider private areas to get to this spot. Walking through people's campsites. Nobody has an issue. If this was any other country other than Taiwan, I would not be walking this road right now. This is how white people die in horror movies.
You do that in America?
There is no way that would happen in America. Even if it was your neighbor and your neighbor recognized you, the fact that you're still rolling with 24 other people, I know, Justin, I'm still calling 911. And let's not talk about black people being out after dark. In a hoodie because it was chilly, with 24 other people. That would get you either the cops called or shot.
In addition to outdoor excursions, we did have indoor activities. There was lots of shared alcohol, there was barbecuing, and then there was gambling. This activity was, I think, the most serious of them all.
The children joined the gambling table with cash
Ready.
in hand.
You know what's funny is we went to bed and we thought, oh, it's raining outside. You remember that rain sound?
It was
the
mahjong being washed.
I thought it rained every night.
Food was the biggest activity of them all. So this is the part where we found out that bring something actually meant that we were going to be sharing with the family, not that we were supposed to bring our own portion of food.
Everything that was brought by anyone else was put out on the table for everyone to enjoy. And I'm not saying we don't have potluck style dinners in America, we do, and that's a big part of the holidays, and you bring it for everyone to enjoy. But I'm talking about the treats and the special alcohol. You know, you've got that one uncle that's gonna bring the nice bottle of something, but he doesn't really set it down on the table for anyone else. In fact, you've got to go to him, make conversation. If he likes what you have to say, he might pour you out a little something.
Oh,
but
you mean like your chocolate bar?
I had a special chocolate bar that someone brought back from Hanoi for me. Take a little nibble first to wet the palate, to coat the palate, if you will, so you can better appreciate the chocolate. And I wanted everyone to enjoy it on that level.
In the meantime, we are having dishes that are being presented to us that are only cooked like once a year.
Right. And that's when Leah's like, put it on the table and walk away.
You did eventually give up on telling people how to enjoy it.
I did, and I went outside.
But you were rocking. You're rocking right now like you were doing then.
I went outside and I drank. This holiday is all about the family getting together and spending time. And the family dynamic in America is far different than that of Taiwan.
Oh, but did we learn a lot?
Starting with deference to the elder. You have this filial duty, and this filial duty binds you to your parents in a way that creates a responsibility that you have for your parents.
You make it sound so...
That's what it is. If you're bound to something, that doesn't have to be a negative thing. I'm bound to you for the rest of my life.
Oh, that was a good comeback. Give me a high five, high five. That was good.
Commit. Is commit better? It's a duty. We hear that word all the time.
Yes.
It's my duty.
After we had spent these wonderful 3 days with Sunday's family, we thought that we were going to be arriving home at a certain time. That's not what happened at all.
Okay, there's an expression in Chinese. Essentially translated, it means the plans cannot keep up with the changes.
Uncle lost his AirPod. For us to all spread out and look for as long as we did, what was it, like an hour and some change?
But the way that they did it, the way that they looked graciously, respectfully,
yes.
No one was giving him a hard time.
Nope.
Guess where it was found? On his person, in his shirt. No, and everyone just went, ha ha ha, let's get in our cars. I'm like, we're not gonna drag him through the mud for this? Are you kidding me? We have searched this entire property and it was in your shirt and no one's giving him any shit about it?
Yeah.
Come on now, come on. I wanted to say something, but I'm just not that close to the family and it's not what they do here.
But their reaction did make us take a step back and be like, oh, it was
sweet.
Yes.
It was caring. That only postponed the group photo. We got 25 deep, the whole squad in one picture. Take one picture and share it with everyone. Everyone passed the phone around. Lord have mercy. Because each person gets their own individual pose from the family. So here's someone else's phone. Do something silly. Look mysterious.
But it was really entertaining to watch them take the pictures. But even then, it was still just a 2-hour delay, right? So we get home at 7 instead of 5. Oh no, there is more to this story.
We pile in our cars and we start driving away. Somewhere, somebody made a call. Oh, hey, Uncle wants to treat everyone to some tea eggs at this special location because of all the money he won gambling. So we drive, we have the tea eggs, the lovely experience. We tell him, thank you, it was great. And we're thinking, okay, we're gonna go home. No.
No, why?
We plan to eat more.
Who's hungry?
Who's hungry? That a phone call comes through and somebody says, it was the older generation, the elders, the ones in charge. Our overlords, if you will.
Everybody just went with the flow.
We're in this caravan and there's like an elder placed in each one. And I think it's strategically, by the way. I think they divide and conquer. They decided they wanted this specialty soup and we're gonna drive to this special place. We're excited actually, you know, but I'm just thinking like in America, families would have broken off.
Yeah, we would have been like, oh, next time.
Enjoy your soup, we out. No one did that. While we're standing in line to go in and get the lamb and noodles, people start rolling up with snacks because why not have food while you're waiting to eat food?
I felt like this was a whole meal. So people are rolling up to us, handing us ears of corn, huge ears of corn that have been grilled, have butter, all of
delicious.
these sauces on it. Like you wouldn't even be hungry to eat.
And we all piled into this restaurant. We overtook the restaurant.
I was gonna say,
the restaurant.
It was the whole family.
The whole squad was there. There was nowhere else to sit. It was just us. And we all were, and then it was like being at someone's house. Everyone's sharing food.
Yeah.
Plates are moving back and forth. Hey, I didn't get enough of that. Give me some of that. And it was a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah, it was. It was very cool.
Even if we were being held against our will. When we say that family dynamics are very different in Taiwan, we mean they are very different in Taiwan. When it came time to split the check, and I don't mean for the final meal, I mean split the check for the entire weekend, everyone just came together, said, I spent this much on the weekend, and dropped their number down. And then they added it up and they split it evenly.
I don't think that would happen in America. To verbally say I spent this much with no receipts.
Yeah,
or
no receipts
proof.
to prove it.
Yeah.
We can't even split a check for dinner without having to fit.
We can't. Like I didn't eat the appetizer, so I'm not pitching in.
I had beer, you had wine. Wine's so much more expensive.
It's obvious that some people brought more food or things that were of more value.
Right.
This entire excursion, road snacks, drinks, the actual hotel itself, excursions, food, and I would even add gas into that, came out to 2,000 NT per person. That is 65 US dollars for 3 days. We thought that they were trying to give us a discount.
We thought because we were the guests, and that's something that was also very special. They treated us like guests, and we had to beg to be a part of the cleanup of the dishes. We couldn't believe that this all ended so amicably, that everyone just said, okay, I'll give you that. And I don't know if it's because the total value ended up being so low, or if it's just the fact that this is what they do.
Do you think that your family would have survived such a large gathering? Leave a comment below.
I'm gonna say no.
I do think my family would have gone, and we're all a family of introverts because we had our individualized room and it was so spread out. This place was so beautiful for you to go on walks by yourself. No one made you feel guilty for attending or not attending an excursion or an activity. For you to enjoy the plantation, the stars, and the people. I think maybe they would have gone. It was a beautiful, beautiful spot.
If you want to see another video of us enjoying our time with Sunday's family, check out this video right here.
Really, Justin? Right over my face? For real?